Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and it's the second day in the row that we're going into Gwen, and I'm still looking at her, but this time I'm not gonna go easy on her because she's a big girl now. She's level 80, she got her CTB of raids. I built her a bit more, give her ISO set stage 12, couple of Horus, no Odin's Blessing. I capped your stats on everything that is actually useful for a CTP of raids, and I'm going to compare here with my best speed types I have right now and using for ABX, ABL and GBR. So I'm gonna compare here today because I'm able to use here for ABL as level 80 against my Shadowshell, because Shadowshell it's the only builded character I have for this day. And also I'm going to compare here with one other character, speed female, awakened level 80 like Gamora. Of course the builds of Gamora and Shadowshell are way better. I'm talking about huge amount of Odin's Blessing, I'm talking about huge amount of physical attack and mighty rage here artifact also, and same thing for Gamora. She got her artifact, she got mighty rage, and pretty much busted build both of the characters. Here physical attack is not that big difference of Spider-Gwen as you can see, but yes, the point is here to see here firepower for ABL and GBR. I'm going to compare here with Gamora for GBR and with Shadowshell for ABL. So that's gonna be the content, but before we do that, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if Gwen is going to have any impact for your meta characters, you know, the characters you're using the most for ABL, ABX or GBR at the moment. How you feel about Gwen, general feeling, you know. And also, as I'm always doing, I want to remind you our beautiful Discord server that you can come there and get yourself tokens through this token event that it's going on permanently. Opening Mythic Rift gives you more tokens, and just writing messages asking for help for GBR. As you can see here, there are bots for everything. You can ask for help, you can carry yourself, or you can ask for a Mythic Rift or open a Mythic Rift yourself. Also, there are the top characters for ABL and ABX with their supports every single day. You can find here the best characters to use. As you see here, I pressed this and I took some information about the day I wanted for ABL, for ABX, and generally. Of course, there is always channels that you can get help. You can see here a recommendation, people is replying, people is helping you, and generally you can have, you know, some friends for the game to communicate and, you know, tell your opinion, listen to others' opinion, ask for help, others gives you help, carry you, or open for you specific, you know, Mythic Rift or a normal Rift or whatever you're gonna go for. So let's start from somewhere, and let's start from ABL and what I can do at the moment with my Shadowshell, and after compare that with Spider-Gwen. Of course, I'm not like the best player to play Shadowshell or Spider-Gwen, but generally, you know, you can get a feeling about the output that the characters have with the same gameplay, you know, my gameplay. Because to be honest, when I built this character, when I built Shadowshell, I was asking here and there, you know, how better Shadowshell is going to make my account, how that, how this, and everyone was talking about 8 million plus, bro. You're gonna get 8 to 9 million easy peasy. There is guys that they were able to even cap at 10 million, and now they're doing like 11 million with Shadowshell, of course with a brilliant raids and the maximum build. But my experience is this here, what I'm having. And yes, the plan here with Shadowshell generally is to do her awaken skill and after go through her rotation, because her awaken skill, the more skill you use, the more I mean her tier 4 skill, the more skills you use, the more damage you get. So that's why you see me with using my tier 4 every single time before I do my normal rotation. and sometimes I'm doing it after, but there is a purpose there. It's because I was into the Odin Force, and I want just to not have the skill and not use it. Here you can see, yeah, again I missed my Thor. I keep it for the very next turn. As you can see, I'm already 4 million here, and I did my Thor there, I mean my tier 4, which is striker is Thor. By the way, Thor is the best striker most of the times for ABL. Just for your own information, whatever instinct your character has, if you put Thor there, he's destroying everything. And the fact now it's the sock season, you have to know that there is no better character to go for except Thor tier 4. Your Thor can do huge amount of damage as striker, and even if he's not tier 4, you're gonna get huge value because the sock is there and his damage is quite good as tier 3 striker too. And yes, you can see here I have go through 5.2 and I'm missing the last phase and the last Odin Force basically here, the last purple thing. And we are close here to get it. And yes, I was saving Thor here just to start my rotation with him. As you can see, that's the best way to get maximum score, as I told you before. And your Awaken skill, it's something you're cancelling. It's not really important with Shadowshell. Here I missed my 5th skill. You know, Surtur is kind of tricky, you know, you don't want to cast your 5th skill before he jumps. You want to wait him to jump and after use your 5th skill, because your 5th skill, it's getting down the ground, and if he moves out, you're losing all the damage from it. So 6.7 I did with full busted Shadowshell, not perfect rotation. I have pushed like 7.5, I have pushed like 7.8. That's my top score I've ever seen with Shadowshell, and playing multiple times. That's like first time situation here, and I took 6.75. Now let's see how our girl Spider-Gwen is going to perform. And for Spider-Gwen, I'm using wave leadership and support of Fox. She can get a better support than the one from Fox because she got the leadership tag instead of Shadowshell. Of course, the really annoying thing here with Spider-Gwen, it's her Awaken skill. The fact that you need to wait for 1 or 2 seconds, it's really annoying. And also I found myself a bit troubled to proc the CTP of raids. I feel like she don't have guarding critical rate, and that fact gives her less chance to open her CTP. Look at this, my Awaken was up, I did my 3rd skill, I did my 4th skill, I delay cancel my 4th skill, and after I had the CTP of raids. So that gives you a small gap for damage that it's not into your proc. Of course, perhaps here the raids is not doing me the favor, but I think they really showcase about her raids and how bad the procking is. It's on GBR, I'm doing later on. For ABL, as it seems, the proc works, but look at this, I have to wait like 1 or 2 seconds, and you can see there is no damage, there is a gap. Of course, here Raids was up, and Raids is up here again with my 5th skill, but you want to fill after your 5th skill with your 2 cancel 1, because this gap of damage, you know, it's like you can use it with the 2nd and the 1st skill, because the Raids is not going to pop out without you using everything, you know. It's not like if you do your 1st or your 2nd skill, the Raids is gonna open. It's really hard. Missing guarding critical rate feels bad for this specific character and gives you some gap that, look at this, I need to wait all this time to cast my skills, bro, and the Awaken skill actually pop out. It's really annoying. I really don't like that, and I wish they fix that, and I wish they do that really cancelable, you know, fast cancelable, or at least give it some damage so there is a purpose of you waiting for 1 or 2 seconds, or else it's just damage to pop out your CTP of raids, to enable your CTP of raids proc. It's kind of useless damage. But yes, here I'm trying to get the best out of here, you know. I'm using my awaken every single time with the Odin Force. I'm trying to have the raids every single time in when I'm doing my 3 cancel, 4 delay cancel, 5. But still, yeah, C feels bad. I mean, I was doing the same damage with my Shuri. With my Shuri, I was doing 5.5 million as a level 70 and with the CTB of raids and not huge build. So doing 5.2 with Spider-Gwen, you know, it's something I wouldn't suggest you to build level 80 Spider-Gwen and go for ABL. I mean, Shuri, Kamala Khan can do way better damage. I mean, perhaps they can do similar, but you know what I mean. Level 70 can do similar damage. Luna Snow, a really good Luna Snow, can do that damage and even more. I have seen Shuri do 7 million, not 5.5, but yes, that's specific players, hackers, or whatever you can tell them, really good players. But at the moment, she doesn't feel like tier 3 level 80 is what she needs to perform for ABL. Because if I can't really perform well, you know, I'm a medium player, so you're gonna have similar results, I guess. But now let's go against Dormamu and see what she's able to pull out. Let's start basically with Gamora and see what another level 80, you know, speed type, awaken character is able to pull out here. Of course, she has better build, but look at this beauty. I mean, the fact that you can really cancel here awaken skill really fast, you know, makes you feel that the damage is way better. I mean, at least in my mind, you know, if you delay cancel the awaken skill, it's so annoying and feels like I'm waiting for no reason. Here you can see that wasn't an awaken rotation, but still I pull out like 20 bars of the boss and I'm holding my awaken skill here to save it for later, as it seems with Gamora. And yes, you can see it took me like 50 seconds to go through the first phase. Of course, I got mighty raids, but still, mighty raids or raids, the value is there for both the same, the decrease of the boss defenses. Of course, I have some more critical raids with my critical rate with my mighty raids instead of the normal raids, but still, I mean, the fact that she can do this, you know, press the awaken and go through her rotation feels like way cooler than Spider-Gwen, that you have to wait for the damage to pop out, or else you're losing totally where you're awaken. If you use here awaken skill right away, you're losing it. You just get only the buffs and you get 0 damage from it. So it's really annoying. And here you can see I can start with my awaken, let it play, and after go through my rotation, because your awaken skill is enabling your CTP of raids. So after you can go through your normal rotation and have some great results. And the rotation I'm using with Gamora, and it's the same rotation I'm using with here every single time for ABX and ABL. It's 3 cancel, 4 delay cancel until you see here move a bit, 1, 2, 5 every single time. And I'm starting with the awaken skill, or I drop it after my 3rd skill, depending on if it's ready or not. So let's go to our new girl, Spider-Gwen. And here we go. Here is the annoying part that I was telling you. Look at this. You're letting the awaken skill, the awaken starts, and see, my raids enabled in the very last moment of my 5th skill. So there is an issue there. This is not normal, you know. I start my awaken, I did my 3, my delay cancel, my 4 delay cancel into 5th skill, and my raids was like enabled in the very last seconds of my 5th skill, which is a loss of damage, you know. You want your awaken skill to enable your CTP of raids with multiple hits in the start, so this thing is going on, you know, easier for you. But as you can see here awaken, it's so annoying sometimes. Look at this. I need to wait and after pop out my rotation and after pop out my 5th skill, and my 5th skill enabled the CTP of raids. This is so annoying. And the fact that she is, you know, you need to delay your awaken skill makes her not really good and proc friendly in the same time. So yeah, this is so annoying. You need the raids to play, but in the same time the raids can't work proper. I mean, why they did that? I feel like they have to fix that, they have to address that, or else Spider-Gwen is going into the bottom of the tier list, at least at the level 80s, you know. I don't have here tier 4 at the moment, and I'm not sure if I'm going to tier 4 here or what I'm going to do with my next tier 4. I'm still thinking and holding tier 4 materials. So yes, but as you can see, she's performing really decent. I mean, yes, it's not the perfect situation here, but at least in 2 minutes she's able to be in 26 bar, and that means that she can go into, you know, and clear that. At the moment, I feel like, you know, if she took like 1 minute for 17 bars, because it took me 1 minute and 10 seconds for the first phase, that means that she probably can clear this. If you just look for a character to clear a GBR, you know, she's your girl, she can do that with her raids, but there is multiple other characters that can do that, and yes, her timing, it's like 30 seconds, 40 seconds worse than Gamora, but of course you have to consider that Gamora is way more builded. So yes, at the end of the day, I feel like she needs something to be better with her weekend skill, and if that was, you know, instant cancelable and the hit starts faster, perhaps her raids output and her rotations could be smoother, and yet generally her gameplay feels better. But at the moment I feel like she's missing something, and I'm talking about level 80. Of course, perhaps it's a situation that you need to use tier 4 to have the best out of here, and it's the similar tier 4 buff with Black Widow, and Black Widow from level 80 to tier 4 for ABX, ABL and GBR, she's way better. Level 80 Black Widow, it's a 0 with a mighty energy. I'm using here for World Boss Legend, but still she's not that good. But Spider-Gwen feels like the same situation, you know, she's having the same tier 4 as Black Widow, so I'm waiting to see videos from others doing that. But at the moment I'm going to ABX, use here for ABX tomorrow 100%, and compare here with other characters that I'm using for ABX and for World Boss Legend. It's not fair to compare here with males, but yes, I feel like a competitor for here, it's level 80 Miles Morales for World Boss Legend, and yes, I'm gonna go for that tomorrow probably. So I hope you enjoyed, I hope you get a general view about the character and how she's performing with a medium build, a medium gameplay, so you can, you know, make yourself into the same position and see if you're gonna build here or not. See you into the next. Kisses in your faces, and of course, smash like, smash subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're dropping shorts, we're dropping a lot of stuff, guys. Don't miss them.